welcome. Good morning. We're really glad to see so many of you here. I know others will be joining us as we go, no doubt, making their way through the maze that is GatherTown. However, I hope you guys, I applaud you guys for making it, and I'm really glad that you could be here. I want to introduce myself. First of all, I am Laura Haas. I'm the Dean of this college, of the Manning College of Information and Computer Sciences, still getting used to the name. It is a great pleasure to have you all here. PhD students are the lifeblood of our community. You go on to power our research, support our teaching, you enrich our community in a wealth of ways, and we are always really excited to get our first chances to meet you and hopefully to win you to join us. So I am honored to be here today and have the opportunity to talk to you all. I wanted to tell you a little bit about what kind of place the Manning College of Information and Computer Sciences is. We pride ourselves on being a collaborative, collegial, and supportive environment. We're a place that really values inter and intradisciplinary work with collaborations across our college and with every one of the other 8 UMass colleges. We are a place that strives for excellence. We're among the top 20 graduate programs in the US, but we aim higher. We've been growing very quickly with excellent faculty and really top-notch students. We have new initiatives going on in quantum, robotics, and informatics that are helping us attract even greater diversity of faculty and students. Our existing faculty, of course, are highly recognized, as you probably knew from your research as you were deciding where to apply. More than 37 of them are fellows of major professional societies, and 8 of them have received the top innovation awards in their fields. We were recently awarded a major NIH center on using AI to help aging and fight Alzheimer's. This year, we also raised funding for a new building, which we are starting planning on and hope to occupy in 2025. So doctoral students will still be here and get to enjoy that with us. The building will have a lot of really great space for students and for new types of labs and great teaching spaces as well. Let's see, we also, of course, received a very significant naming gift this year, which, as you heard, I'm still stumbling over, but the Manning College is something we're all getting used to saying. When that endowment starts to pay interest next year, it will be enabling a suite of new programs that will support both faculty and students to achieve their best work. So we are a college that is growing, that is booming, that is full of life and ambition, but we are also a college that is dedicated to a vision. We call that vision computing for the common good. It's a vision that centers research, education, and service that contribute to the well-being of all. Our research not only strives to improve computing, as usual, making it faster and more reliable and so on, but also to improve it in ways that mimic human virtues, such as fairness, safety, respect for privacy. We do research that uses computing for good as well, of course. Some of our faculty are rescuing children from sexual predators, helping humans break addictions, making bird migration safer, helping people to conserve energy and increase sustainability on our planet, just to name a few areas in which they work. Education, we focus on trying to highlight the intersection of computing and the public interest. In fact, we've just launched a large-scale effort in public interest technology, which will involve all the colleges at UMass looking at how computing and other kinds of technology intersect with their fields. we are looking at the pros and cons of technology through that and ethical considerations in using technology. And then service and outreach, of course, to create a more equitable and inclusive world, starting here in CICS, but also reaching out into the broader community. So for me, this may be the best job I've ever had. And I've been in the industry a long time. I worked in IBM research for many years before coming here. It's a wonderful college. It's full of wonderful people. I feel honored every day to work here and to get to lead this team. So I hope you will all decide to join us. I hope today you won't get lost too often in Gather Town, but that you will, in fact, find your way to see some of the really exciting things that go on here and learn more about our work, feel the excitement that we bring to our daily jobs, and join us. Together, we're going to do great things. James, I'm going to hand it over to you. James Allan, our wonderful chair of the faculty.
Good morning or afternoon or way too early in the morning to everyone. Hi, as Laura said, I'm James Allan. I'm the chair of the faculty. That means I mostly am overseeing both the lives of the faculty, the professional lives of the faculty, let's say, and also the academic program, broadly speaking. There's an army of people actually doing the work, but I'm in theory in charge of a lot of that. So I hope you end up having an interesting and informative visit today, and that you can learn about some of our research, some of the research that's going on. Laura's alluded to some parts of that. Some people are talking about their research today, and I hope that will give you a nice taste of some of the things that are happening. I hope you will attend those, even if it doesn't look like it's in your research area, because an important part of computer science is a broad education of things that are going on. And it's just nice to know what sort of vibrant, exciting activities are happening here as you're contemplating coming here. You'll also hear from some graduate students about their work and about what life is like here. And of course, there's some networking opportunities among yourselves. Though that's obviously a little bit more difficult in these virtual environments. It's been a difficult 2 years, the past 2 years here at UMass, as well as everywhere in the world. Many of you have spent some of that time or much of that time even virtual or partially virtual or completely isolated. That's certainly been true here, but things are getting better. It helps a lot that the weather's getting better, or we think we'll be getting better. We had almost a foot of snow a week ago here, but it's going to be nice over the next several days. So we hope everything's going to get better, and that'll make it easier for us to collaborate in the ways we're used to collaborating and meeting with people. Our graduate students are very engaged in the college in a number of ways. All PhD students have an office. It's a shared office, usually located fairly near your advisor. We also have graduate students that are elected as representatives of the PhD students and also the master's students that attend faculty meetings and have a vote. And so there's a fair amount of engagement among the graduate students in the life and governance of the college, which I think is an interesting and important thing to happen. It's not just being in your office around here. Amherst is a beautiful area to live. It's a wonderful small town surrounded by woods and forests and hiking trails and rivers. There's a lot of scenery around here, so great scenic hikes, really nice bike paths or bike routes that run along the Connecticut River. And if you're up for it, up into the hills and various things like that. And in the winter, when there's snow, like as I mentioned a week ago, there are some nice winter activities that going on if you're in for that, if you're up for that. And if not, you can stay in your office in front of your laptop or something like that. There are also a lot of social events that happen, and these were a little stymied by the pandemic restrictions a year ago, but are opening up, and I think we're all hopeful will be really opening up again next year. So both at the university level and at the college level, and frequently actually within a smaller research group level, ways to get to know people, beyond just your limited, your research lab and beyond the college. So I hope people will take advantage of those. Probably you'll be told about this a little bit later today. The progress toward a degree here, a PhD here, is fairly similar to the way it is everywhere. There's a bunch of courses you need to take, and you're expected to get involved in research and to have an advisor over the first few years. One of the things that we do that's a little unusual is we ask you to participate in research with 2 advisors, something we call a synthesis project. And so the idea is to bridge, to synthesize work across 2 areas of computer science. Now, they don't have to be wildly different areas, though that would be great too, but it means you're working with not just one faculty member, but at least 2 faculty members on a shared research project. And then ultimately, this information, this coursework, the synthesis project, and whatever else you've been doing gets put together in something called a portfolio, which is at which point you're admitted to candidacy. And then after that, it's research to come up with a thesis proposal and eventually a dissertation. During the midst of all this, you'll have lots of opportunities to learn about cutting edge computer science work. I've already alluded to some of the talks that will be given today. Obviously, you'll hear about some of that in the PhD level classes that you're taking, many of which start by giving you background and end by talking about the paper that was published yesterday. And there are research seminars that are opportunities to dive more deeply into specific areas that I think you'll find exciting. The other thing that's going on is there are talks happening all the time. We're a large department. There are talks pretty much every day of the week that are open to anyone in the community. You won't go to all, I hope you won't try to go to all of them. You're welcome to, but it would take a lot of your time. But there will be things that are in your area, things that are on the fringes of your area, and things that just sound cool and exciting and it would be fun to go to. So we hope people take advantage of all of those. Obviously, you'll be working with an advisor and with your fellow students. Most of you will end up doing a research internship at some point, usually in the summer and so on. So there's a lot going on here. It's an exciting, vibrant place to be. It's a beautiful area of the country. Welcome to Candidates Friday, and look forward to seeing many of you in the halls of our buildings next year. I think Ivan is next, right? Oh, there he is.
Yeah, all right. Hello, my name is Ivan Lee. And I had the pleasure of serving as the PhD Admission Committee Chair this year. So I'd like to first join Laura and James to congratulate all of you for your great accomplishments, and would like to welcome each one of you to Candidate Friday. This year we had a large number of quality applications, and the Admission Committee had to work extremely hard to review every single application so that we can make admission offers to talented candidates like yourselves from all over the world, from Ethiopia to Greece to Pakistan to China to Chile. And for that, I would like to thank the PhD Admission Committee members for their hard work and dedication. And I would like to also thank Eileen Hamel and Taylor Cannon for their tremendous effort to manage the admission process and organize this event today. I hope you will all enjoy today's event to learn more about the exciting research, teaching, and education missions ongoing here at UMass Amherst Manning College of Information and Computer Sciences. Thank you.